What up, guys? Swifty here, covering everything Chicago Bears. Training camp is officially here. Rookies reported yesterday, and veterans report on Tuesday. Our first practice is Wednesday. We made it through the longest stretch of the offseason, and things are about to ramp up. From here on out, things are just going to be busier with more news, more updates, injuries, position battles, roster cuts, then preseason, and then the season. The schedule is a bit different as we only play 3 preseason games now, so things get serious really quickly. I have you covered. I will be doing position breakdowns over the next week and previewing the entire roster heading into training camp. I will also make some bold predictions for camp, but today's video I wanted to talk about what to watch for and expectations going into training camp this week. First off is the offensive line. Everybody has overreacted about it all off season long and determined who our starters will be and how bad we will be. All of it before pads have even came on. I've said it before, but you simply cannot evaluate offensive linemen without pads on. The pads will be on and the real evaluation process will start. We have 3 weeks of heavy evaluation coming up, capping off August 13th with our first preseason game. I might go extra breaking down these preseason games. It can help me get a better understanding of the bottom end of the roster, see which of these guys will step forward and impress when given an opportunity. In a few weeks from now, we will have a much better picture of the offensive line, and a lot of the things people are saying now will seem silly. This is good news. The offensive line will shake itself out. So what else should fans be watching and expecting heading into camp? Number one, first thing is you should expect Justin Fields' leadership to show up a lot more this year. He should take a big step forward, and we should see plenty of growth throughout training camp. Next up, I expect 1 or 2 wide receivers to step up big. Everyone knows Darnell Mooney, but he is still very, very underrated. Just check out his Madden ratings or his fantasy football rankings if you still don't believe me. But I'm talking about someone other than Darnell Mooney. I'll go more in depth when I do a wide receiver preview this week, but we have a lot of young, hungry, talented players in that receiver room that have chips on their shoulder. On top of that, the media has been dissing them all off season long. They have all heard it. Justin Fields has no weapons. The Bears have nobody on offense. The Bears did nothing to help Justin Fields. These guys all heard it, we heard it, and they are ready to prove the doubters wrong. N'Keal Harry, Byron Pringle, Bayless Jones, Dante Pettis, David Moore, Equanimous St. Brown, Tajay Sharp, Daz Newsome, and even Kevin Shaw. Our wide receiver room is 10 deep right now when you count Darnell Mooney. They all have chips on their shoulders. They all have talent. Justin Fields is going to elevate a couple of these guys during camp. Be ready. Next up is the defense. Just watch this defense. If it is anything like Fluce's D in Indy or Lovey's D from the early 2000s, you will instantly notice players flying to the ball and trying to force turnovers. These defenses are always fun to watch. We also have a lot of playmakers in the secondary and back seven overall. Our defensive line is a little underwhelming, but by rotating and keeping players fresh, I believe that line can provide pressure and play well. We will find out a lot week 1 when we match up against one of the more physical teams in the NFL, the San Francisco 49ers, and they're going to come into town and try to run the ball down our throat. Week 1 is a huge game. We will find out instantly if our run defense can hold up. The 49ers are going to punch us right in the mouth to start the season out. Most people expect us to start out 0-2. I know the 49ers have a better roster. They went to the NFC Championship last year and are a physically dominating team. But this brings me to tonight's big video that will be dropping. The big story of that game, Justin Fields versus Trey Lance. My video tonight will be premiering later, goes into that rivalry. It is not my big Justin Fields video, which will be out in August, but it is an awesome video that I should be finishing up in just a few hours. Stay tuned. Chicago Bears unveiled brand new alternate helmets today. These things are sick looking. This is the Speed Flex version. They will be wearing these week 6 versus the Washington Commanders on Thursday Night Football. Thanks for watching Swift Sports. Remember, hit that like button. Make sure you sub. Until next time, bear down.